like you said, we got a lot of people. They like to joke around a lot. I mean, I like that too. But sometimes we got to be serious, be more serious. And I feel like I can make them stay in line and be more serious.
Is there a point where you have to tell Josh Robinson,
Yeah, it's been a lot of times like that. When he gets going, he gets the crowd behind him. He gonna keep going, but he knows when to get serious though.
How much does it help you coming in this year being a starter, and you've had some games in the past where you've kind of had to step up and be the guy? How much does that help you going into this year, knowing that you've been out there and done it before?
It helps me a lot. I mean, it has my confidence up. I mean, especially like in big time games, and we know you have to step up. And just when I stepped up before in certain games, and I made some plays and did pretty good. So I mean, it's gonna just carry over to this year.
How much does it help you knowing that you've got those other three guys behind you, that it's not all on your shoulders, that you can kind of spread it around a little bit?
It helps me a lot. I mean, I know whenever I get tired, I mean, they come in when the offense they're not gonna miss a beat, so I'm gonna be on point always.
Nick Griffin called it an unspoken competition between you guys. It almost doesn't seem like a competition. Is that kind of a fair estimate of it? It just doesn't seem like you guys are battling for snaps this year, that everybody's gonna get their time?
That's what it pretty much seems like, because we don't really mention competition at all. Like even with Coach Nelson, he don't even mention competition or nothing like that. We just go out there and do our job. I mean, they feel like everybody can get the job done. Either on the starter, we just gonna split carries and things like that. So.
You see Josh Robinson maybe getting more involved. Obviously, this year has been his first year really to get playing time, just because he's a little bit different from everybody else. He's really low to the ground. Everybody's saying he doesn't have a lot of tackle surface. He slips tackles. So it kind of makes him a little bit unique with you guys.
Yeah, he's like a bowling ball. I mean, he's gained a lot of weight now, and he's still able to run with that weight also. So he's pretty unique. He's low to the ground. He runs low. So
That's good.
You see yourself getting in the slot at all?
Only time will tell. We'll see when the season starts.
Heard today that a lot of cornerbacks got a couple of picks today. Defense flying around a little bit there early in practice.
Defense had a great practice today. Both sides of the ball had great practice. I mean that's what defense supposed to do. They're supposed to make sure they get turnovers, stuff like that. So.
Really, truly tapped you on the belly, because he said if it tapped you on the belly, it sounded like hitting the table.
Nah. I mean, shoot, it's hard now. Don't get me wrong, it's hard. I mean, it's just like this.
Okay.
I'm Betty's mate.
We'll take your word for it.
Yes, sir.
Do people in practice have that much trouble tackling you? Do guys just say, man, I can't get you to the ground just because you're bulking, your low center of gravity?
I mean, I'm low to the ground, but I mean, it's my old lineman that's really blocking for me. They putting people on the ground for me, so they make me look good. So I got to give it all the credit to my old lineman.
How often do you think you surprise people with your speed too when you get outside?
It's not all about speed. It's about the angle that you take.
Okay.
Because a 4-2 guy can be caught by a 4-5 guy. So it's about all the angles. It ain't about speed.
What's kind of your part of your game you trying to, we've seen your ability to get in open field and catch a football, but what's kind of your focus involved? Any area of your game you're trying to get better at?
Focus of the game is just build up confidence. Build up confidence with my old lineman. If I get their confidence, I got the whole team confident. Because everything starts with them.
How's the pass blocking coming along? I know coaches have said that's something that you're still trying to work on.
Pass blocking coming along well. We all 4 running backs, we all getting it in. We all got it packed right by now.
What's that running back room like? You're all some pretty sunny dispositions in there with you and Nick and Derek and Ladarius. And it seems like it's a pretty healthy room y'all have. I mean, I know y'all are competing, but seem to all like each other.
Yes, I mean, we like a stable. We all got different characteristics. So we're all got different things that we're going to bring to the table. So what more can you ask for? I mean, you're going to hit defense with all different kinds of things that they don't really want to see. So, I mean,
It's human nature, to want to be this guy, the starter. You mentioned it being more of a stable. And under Coach Nolan the last several years, you see the guys are going to share snaps. Is there a part of you that thinks that maybe you can steal some of those snaps, so to speak, where you become maybe not necessarily the guy, but maybe more so in the future?
I mean, I have the utmost respect for my co-running back, so I would never try to take no reps from them. I just carry the load that they put up on me and go from there.
Coaches say you don't have a lot of tackle surface on you because you're so low to the ground. What do you hear from your teammates and maybe even opponents in high school when they're trying to tackle? Do you hear that all throughout high school?
Yes, I hear it all throughout. But I mean, credit got to go through my whole line.
Yeah.
Because they putting people on the ground for me, and they just making me look good.
But once you get to the linebackers and they can't tackle you.
You just got to beat them speed.
Yeah.
That's all you got to do.
Have coaches told you in what way they might use you this year?
No, sir, they ain't told me. I'm just a role player. Whenever they call my number, got to make plays.
Coach Mon talks about you always being a talker out there, especially that first practice. Maybe not the second practice, too, it is, but the first practice, just a ball of energy. Do you see that as your role as an energy guy
Yes,
in
sir.
practice?
I could see in the future me being a leader on the team, being a hype man, being somebody that boosts everybody up. So, I mean, yeah, I can play that role.
So there to get reminded that there's a second practice, so just save a little bit. Don't run it all out this morning.
Yes, sir. They always tell me, come on down. But gotta keep going.
There have been some comparisons between you and Anthony Dixon as far as personality. I don't know how closely you followed his career or know about him, but have you noticed that at all?
Yes, sir. I mean, I talk to AD a lot.
Okay.
So, I mean, yeah. I mean, we're pretty similar.
What do you guys talk about?
Just we don't
You guys
really
talk about football, you talk about some other
we
stuff.
talk about other stuff because
It's-
off the field, I don't really want to talk about football.
Yeah.
Because we talk about football all day. So
What kind of things you guys talk about?
just life,
Yeah.
life lessons that Coach Knox and Coach Mullins installed in us. They installed being a champion every day, and just being a champion in life, not just on the field.
From talking to you, it sounds like you're a guy that obviously wants to play, but you see yourself as being a bigger factor in the future. Is that a correct estimate here?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So, where do you see yourself by the end of this season, and where do you see yourself by the end of next season?
I mean, we gonna have the same running backs coming in next season, so we just gonna have to play a little bigger role, get a little bit higher than what we have been. So we just gotta step up every year.
See yourself as maybe a starter next season?
Whatever happens, happens.
Okay.
Just play my role, and if that's my role, that's all I'm gonna play.
You mentioned when you walked in, I'm not Bayless made yet. Is there anything you're still wanting to change with your body?
I mean, shoot, I'm lean right now, but I mean, he gonna get me a little bit lean.
Yeah.
So.
Josh, with you having such a unique skill set, is there any backs that you kind of emulate, maybe in the NFL or that you grew up watching?
Maurice Jones-Drew and Rice. Them idols. So that's who I look up to. That's who I try to run like.
Did you have to convince coaches early on you weren't a fullback? Or was that never a problem?
No, that was never a problem. If you have a fullback running at the speed I do, I mean, I don't think he should be a fullback.
Is Nick Griffin as funny as he is on the field and locker room as he is on Twitter?
Nick Griffin is hilarious. You cannot, if you get around Nick Griffin, you just gonna crack up.
Yeah.
Just by his facial expression. He'll look at you. He'll do some stuff to you.
Seems to be a lot of interesting personalities in that backfield right now.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Derek Newton, he a character.
Yeah.
I love that boy. Me and him, we like click tight. So, and Perk, he the leader of the group. So
He has
he
to
gotta
rein
be
you guys
a little
in.
bit more serious. But I mean, he's funny too though. He's funny.
That's the thing. I mean, Perk could be the funny guy the last couple of years when you had Vic around, who was just Mr. Serious and quiet all the time. And
No, Vic wasn't. He wasn't
he
quiet.
showed us that now.
He wasn't quiet.
Oh.
Vic was out there too. He was funny.
So who's the low key guy? Marcus or Hemp or somebody?
Hemp the quiet one. But you get him mad, he'll tell you.
How you get mad?
I don't know. I don't want to get mad.
I'm good. I'm a little tired, but I'm good. Just trying to stay hydrated.
All right. Tell me the story behind your Twitter handle. and why you make me laugh every night.
Well, I try to be myself. I'm not just some stuck-up football player. I'm a normal person too. I like the little things in life. So,
What's the McGriffers come from? Where did that come from?
one of my teammates gave me the name, Jameson Love. Just walking one day, he was like, "What's up, McGriffers?" And I'm like, I think I like that.
Kind
Just stuck with me.
They kind of connected to McGriff the crime dog. Is that inspiration, perhaps?
Coach Mullen talked about you getting your confidence back up. He said even though you're back 100%, it's about building your confidence on that knee. How is that process going in fall camp so far?
It's going pretty good. I mean, if you feel good, you'll do good. And around here, it's all about confidence. If you don't think you can make a play, you won't make a play.
Is there still some mental hurdles to overcome with that? Just knowing you can plant on that leg and cut and do things like normal.
I'd probably say maybe at times it is, but I don't too much pay attention anymore. I just go out and do what I can.
How much does it help to not worry about that with that much competition back there in the backfield? Because you got to bring it every day to get reps.
Yeah, you're right. It feels great because I don't want to be a step behind because of a little pain or something like that. I don't want to be a step behind anybody, so it feels good.
You were able to get your feet wet a little bit last year. How much did that help your confidence, just getting out there on the field and getting that first touchdown under your belt?
Man, it felt great to get the first touchdown, just to finally play, because I've been on wait for so long. And like after I took that first hit, I'm like, yeah, I can do this. I still got it. I'm good. That's all I needed.
So what's the competition truly like there in the backfield right now? I know all you guys know you're going to play at some point, but it's all kind of about getting more snaps now, I guess.
It's more like an unspoken competition because we don't really see it as that. I mean, of course you want to go in day one and be that guy, be that star, but we don't really see it as that. We just try to come out, get our reps, do the best we can, and push each other, make each other better.
Looking at Josh Robinson, maybe not your prototypical build for a tailback, but as Dan describes him, he's just a ball of muscle and he's got speed. Is he a guy you just don't maybe initially look at and think, oh, that's a tailback?
Well, he's more like a bowling ball type. He's kind of like round, but he's so fast. He's like there's so much power in him, and he's like so low to the ground. It's hard for anybody to tackle him.
Yeah.
What do you weigh now?
I'm about 220.
Is that what you're supposed to be at?
Yeah, I'm trying to get more.
Well, Coach Knox was talking, we were talking the other day, he said, you bring so much power to the table. So he keeps trying to emphasize that, Nick, be the power runner.
I'm just trying to be a runner. I mean, if I got to run somebody over, I run them over.
You like running on the edge, too? I seem to remember talking to you in the spring, and you were like, hey, if they want me to run inside, I'll run inside. But it sounded like you're a guy that does like to get out on the edge.
I'm not like this. Wherever it's open, that's where I'm going to go. Wherever play is, that's where I need to go. That's where I'm going.
It was a normal day out there, man. A grind every day, normal day.
Looking forward to another practice today and then some other two-a-day work ahead?
Yeah, that's something you got to look forward to. We got 4 great backs, and, we just all rotate. Every day is a grind for us.
Josh said the other day, with all the talk of y'all going more to the pass, he says, no, this is still, at MSU, it's run first.
Yeah.
Do you kind of feel that way?
Yeah, I think so. We kind of, it's kind of like a balance type of thing. We do got 2 great quarterbacks, so of course we're going to throw the ball, but, also we got 4 great running backs as well, so, we're going to run the ball.
You said during the spring that you and Josh both had trouble digesting the playbook early on last year. How much more comfortable do you feel this fall camp?
Oh, it's kind of like a reaction thing now. It's just, the installs, we going back to it and, we rehearsing it day by day. So it's just like a reaction type thing now for the both of us.
How comfortable are you there compared to the spring? Coming off that injury in the spring and kind of limited, but you seem pretty comfortable out there last Saturday being able to.
Yeah, I feel real good. The knees 100%, body's 100%, and just ready to go.
With Ladarius and Nick likely to get the most carries, what have the coaches told you and Josh about how to work? They may work y'all into games.
Well, we basically just waiting our turn. When our numbers called, we gonna go make a play. That's just our job to make a play, and they got us prepared for it. So whenever they call our numbers, we gonna go in and make a play.
See any similarities between maybe you and Nick as far as your style of running? You're kind of the same sort of build, I guess.
I wouldn't say similarities. we two good backs, but we do two different things, you know. But you know, he run between tackles, I can run between tackles. You know, I feel like I favor a little more speed and a little slash, but I mean, it's cool.
Coach Knox talks about all the time that the one clueless thing you guys are when you're out on campus is splits pickup. You know, and did you feel that way when you got here, and how has that progressed?
Yeah, definitely. This pickup was the hardest thing to adjust to, and you know, I'm still getting better at that. That I feel like that's one of the things I really got to buckle down and work on. That's what Coach Knox has been really pressing on me is, you know, got to know how to protect the quarterback.
Is that study, or is that just kind of reaction in the game?
Reaction in the game, studying, and like at practice and walkthroughs, you know, just, you know, getting inside out and, you know, protecting. That's is definitely technique helps. So.
What do you think makes Josh Robinson so tough to tackle?
He's so low to the ground already, and you know he's strong, and he has speed too, and you know he just, you know, rolled through tackles. So I guess that what makes it hard. I mean, you know, me being taller, you know, it ain't as easy for me, but him being so short and he could just roll underneath tackles is impressive to see.
Dan said he's just like a ball of muscle.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
he doesn't maybe look like the prototypical tailback, but
Yeah. But he can run. He can run now. He's a bulk of talent. No doubt. He could take it to the house, and you know he can also run between the tackles. So he's a great running back.
What's that competition been like with the running backs? I mean, Coach Mullen has said a few times already that first couple of games he's going to rotate guys in and out and see who's going to end up getting the bulk of the carries by the end of the season.
I guess I'll say it's a competition between us because we also go out there and push each other, but at the same time, you know, we playing our roles, like, you know, Perk go in first, Nick go in, and Josh go in, I go in. You know, it's a different rotation, you know, like, you know, I'm not selfish. You know, we're not selfish guys, so whoever go in, you know, we know our job and we got to go out and execute.
Any other questions?
yeah, just you know, looking down the line, you know, you and Josh being in the same class, you look at what Nick and Ladarius are doing, kind of competing for those most carries. Do you kind of watch that and think, you know, down the line I can apply this when it's me and Josh kind of as the lead guys?
Of course I do. Every day I just try to go out there and get better and try to understand more with the, you know, offense and get better. So when my time comes, I know exactly what I'm doing and execute it perfect.
You definitely have to know your role, because you never know how many snaps you're gonna get. But when you get your snaps, you need to go 100%, because you never know how many snaps you're gonna get per game. So when you get in there, you just try to go as hard as you can.
So you've probably seen more change in this program than probably anybody given. What's it been like from the time you got here and earned your spot and now with different expectations of the program?
I mean, when Coach Mullen first came in, I mean, I think he had high expectations, but now, I mean, I think the players believe more, and we have high expectations for ourselves, and every day we're just coming out to get better.
Coach Kenny was talking spring, said that with using so many receivers and tight ends, they're kind of just spreading out the offense. Maybe, like you said, not as many fullback carries and plays as there was, so you have to make the most of the chances you get.
Mm-hmm.
Just what kind of plays, you know, tend to favor you and Adrian, those guys?
Definitely downhill plays where they're trying to block a backer to free the running back. Short yardage. Yeah, that's pretty much it I can think of.
Have any pass routes in the?
Yeah, we got a couple of flat routes. That's mostly on short yardage. You know, 3rd and 2, 4th and 1. You know, flat routes, and yeah, that's pretty much it.
So that's you've seen a lot of running backs come through here, and depth's always been good behind you since you've been here. As a fullback, you know, do you have to learn their styles of running? I mean, what kind of process is that, and with the different styles that you have this year?
Yeah, you definitely have to know your backs and what kind of runners they are. I mean, with Perkins, you know, he's a quick guy. You don't have to stay on your block as long because time you hit him, Perk's gone. Josh, Nick Griffin, and Milton, they're more bigger pounders, so you know you're gonna have to stick on your block longer. But then again, if you happen to miss your block, they can break a tackle. So either way.
You know, Josh is actually built kind of rather similar to you. When you first saw him, do you think, oh, that guy looks like a fullback? And then he's got pretty good speed,
Yeah.
though.
Josh, you look at him, you might not think running back, but when you see him with the ball, man, he's real explosive and he knows how to get low and break tackles. I think that's his best attribute. He's just working on getting smarter, learning the offense by the day. So I think he can help the team in a lot of ways.
Do you try to help? I'm sorry. Do you try to help him and Derek learn their pass protections and those things that freshmen have trouble with?
Oh yeah, they're coming along pretty good, but they still struggle with some things. But every day, Coach Knox is working with us, so I think by the time the season gets here, they'll be okay.
You know, he's listed third on the depth chart, but this is a guy you think that has a chance just based off what we've seen to get a lot of carries this season, right?
Who is this on?
Josh.
Josh. Oh yeah, Josh. Yeah, we have a depth chart because you have to have one. Somebody's gonna be first, somebody's gonna be second, somebody's gonna be third. But Josh, he's a playmaker. He's definitely gonna play. I'm not worried about that.
When you're having those individual pass block skills, you and the linebacker say, who's the most fun guy you match up with in those things? Who's the most personal? I want this guy to beat me, or he wants to beat me. I want to beat him.
I would say Matt Wills. We have Coach Knox has started this thing where every day it's like a boxing match. Well, it's a champ. He has the belt. So right now Matt Wills has the belt right now. So everybody's trying to beat him. And, we kind of struggled today. He still has the belt at the end of practice. So
what does the belt look like?
No, it's just a
just
imagination.
not real.
Yeah.
No,
But, so we'll try to get him this evening. Take the belt.
Who's the guy you hate most trying to block?
In pass pro,
Mm-hmm.
I would have to say probably Cam Lawrence because you just never know what he's going to speak, and then he's physical too. So I have to say he's the hardest person to block.
But then you just got a guy like Bernardrick out there, guys defensive inside, long
long
arm.
arms. Yeah, he's tough too.